Om Shanti, and welcome to Soul to Soul. And this is Rose, and we're going to look at raise your vibrations. So, first of all, we'll look at the fact that we are amazingly powerful energy, a soul, and constantly we're emitting vibrations and feelings, and others can be affected by your vibrations. You are living radiators. So if we're radiators, what do we want to radiate? So if we feel not very happy, uncertain, a bit sad about something, a bit challenged, a bit upset, well, what are we radiating? At that point, we're radiating a very low energy. So why do we say raise your vibrations? So if I feel light-hearted, and if I feel more kindly, and I have an uplifting, elevated, light and buoyant vibration, then I'm radiating a high energy. So as a radiator, I'm radiating high energy. So we want to be radiating a high energy, because when we radiate a low energy, then we wonder why something didn't work, why something didn't happen, why someone didn't like me, why I didn't feel success, why I feel sad, why I feel and disheartened, because I'm in a low energy pattern at that point. So success isn't coming from having a top job, although that's okay, and lots of money, so that's very okay. And lots of friends, that's good too. But what's supporting me, the soul, and what's supporting all of these things that I have around me? It's my energy. And if I keep having a low energy, many of these things will disappear, because they won't be being sustained in my circle of energy. They'll wander off to a higher energy somewhere. So it's important to think of this if we want to have some form of feeling capable and light-hearted and happy. These are not just words, this is a reality check. Do you have high, uplifting, elevated, light, buoyant vibes? If not, can I change my vibrations? Thoughts are powerful. This all seems so very simple. However, how can invisible thoughts make a real difference in my life? I can't see my thoughts, but I feel my thoughts. The feelings I create begin with my thoughts. And an easy way to check this quality of my thoughts is to check, how am I feeling? How am I feeling? When do you feel that the way you really want to feel, the real you? And what do you feel when you watch the news? Outside, all the outside events that are happening. And what do you feel when it's cold and raining? Not very good conditions out there. How do you feel? if I watch that, what do you feel like when you go for a long meeting or boring meeting with someone? You can see that you think, oh, I wish this was over, or oh, what a dull day, or oh gosh, what a state the world's in. These create these thoughts, and they can make us feel not too good. So how can I know about these things and not let these things make me upset? So what would the highest energy be? Whenever I see things that, obviously we live in the world and we're surrounded by things that happen, but when I see I'm feeling a bit distressed, have the practice of keeping the self calm. Calm is not too difficult. Cool, calm. Peace is the power I need to raise my vibration. Peace. Other powers are all very nice. There are interactive skills of love and happiness and celebration. But peace is the power I need to increase my strength. Without peace, I struggle to cling to and create powerful thoughts, positive thoughts. So if I'm a peaceful and generous person with gentle thoughts, when I'm peaceful, gentle thoughts are actually natural to myself. So if I can get the foundation right, then I can build a very high vibration full of the most beautiful energies. Love, acceptance, care, compassion, wisdom, courage, etc. I can do this easily when I have strength, and strength comes from becoming powerful, and becoming powerful comes from becoming peaceful. So this is where meditation comes in. I can't just switch on a light switch and feel that there I am full of power. I need to create that power in myself. This is what Raj Yoga meditation is teaching us. I have to claim back the energy that I've lost through disturbance. You know how it feels when you straighten up physically, lift your head up and stand tall. You know how that feels. You feel quite sure of yourself. So try doing this with your thoughts and your feelings, so that you're quite sure of the energy you have within you. What could be a better thought? And then an even better thought. And then, what could be the best thought? Raise your vibration. If you've had meditation in a morning, and remember how you felt when you were calm and loved the peace, enjoyed that stillness, remember that. If you've begun to think of the one above, the supreme energy, the supreme soul, the divine, and you remember that that one is an ocean of peace, and you can remember that one challenged, it's easier to create that still coolness and stand tall in your thoughts and think, I can do this. I can do this. I can definitely do this. So raise your vibrations. Constantly throughout the day, raise your vibrations. There's no limits. I can reach the stars. We can be so high in our vibration. We can go beyond anything that's challenging us. But I have to practice this. It's just like when you go to school to learn something, you have to do your homework. If I can remember the soul and God, then I feel I have support, and this gives me courage. And what do I do with that courage? I teach myself to stay steady and calm, and I teach myself to see the wonder of nice thoughts, how nice thoughts actually encourage me to feel refreshed. And so there's no limit, and I can reach for the stars.
I was thinking that the Brahma Kumaris often use the phrase Om Shanti. I'm a peaceful soul. But that can be said in so many ways. It can be said Om Shanti. It can be said very peacefully, Om Shanti. It can be said even a little bit sharply, Om Shanti. So, could you say something about the quality of the quality? You spoke about practice, something about how you build the strength of that vibration so that there's like a real quality to the Om Shanti, to the peace. How does that work? Because it's not just peace, 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 and then I'll become peaceful.
I'm not sure I understand your question.
Could you say something about peace is something that I build,
Yes.
that I strengthen,
Yeah.
that I develop,
Yeah.
that I deepen.
Yes.
So it's just to help me understand that it's not like there's peace, it's not a sort of static item that I attain and then I've got peace.
Yeah.
So you might be much, much more peaceful than me.
I think that when you start to remember or see and feel what disturbance is, it's such a relief when you can feel peaceful. It's a relief for the soul. And I think if we're lucky enough to experience the difference between disturbance and becoming calm, it is a relief. And if I connect that with the phrase Om Shanti, Om Shanti, what a relief to know that I am peace. Or sometimes it's used as a sort of almost good morning, Om Shanti. Then it's just a sort of greeting, you know. As you were saying, you can say it sharply or quickly as you're in the passing. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, nice day, lovely day. Oh, what a beautiful day, Om Shanti. And yeah, it's still to do with peace, but if I can think Om Shanti, whew, and if I can use that in that way from time to time, well, not everyone will know what we're talking about, but if they do, it reminds us that I'm a peaceful soul.
I suppose the question was really about having what's the best awareness to have beyond just the words when I'm trying to lift my vibration. And it's a bit like when people say good morning to each other, as you were saying, or say, how are you, I'm fine, but they don't really mean that. So it's like, how aware am I of who I am?
Oh, yeah.
Does that help me raise my vibration?
Yes. When I keep remembering, because unless I know myself, everything is just words.
Yeah.
Everything is just something else to listen to, and there I listen to it, it's okay, and I'm away now. But it's to do with who am I? I am, all of us, a being of peace. Our original nature is peace. And when we say Om Shanti, we remind ourselves of who we are. And hopefully it might trigger off to someone else who they are.
You mentioned at the beginning as well about being like a radiator. So it sounds like I have a responsibility, because whatever I radiate, whatever vibration I have, is definitely going to touch others.
Yeah.
Is that something you think most people are aware of?
No, I think people don't think they're aware of that. Maybe once you start meditating, you become aware of that. But the thing is that people have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things that are sad within the structure of what their lives are. And my responsibility is not to add to any of that. My responsibility is, as best I can, to add a lifting up vibration. And even if people will never buy into this, for that second I can help raise their vibration. Because by the law of energy, what we put out comes back. And although people feel that they're entrenched in sadness and they're not buying into Om Shanti or anything like that, but they're actually compelled by the law of energy for the peace within them, which is within them, to give back a bit of a response to someone sending out a good vibration to them.
What would you say about this almost... It's a strange enjoyment of a low vibration. You know, like people would like to listen to sad songs or watch really scary movies, or quite like the chance to say something mean to somebody. Why do we pull ourselves down into that heaviness almost voluntarily?
Because it's the time of a lot of sad things and a lot of karmic debts, and we've forgotten who we are, so therefore we make the best of who we think we are. And a lot of these sad things are seen as entertainment. And so, and emotions play such a big part, and even sad things allow us to feel deep emotional things. And I think this is why we get so, and we've forgotten all the rules of the game, you see. So we think it's like almost respectful to be heartbroken over something. We've got all the wrong ideas, you know, that it's like, I really care for this person, so my heart is broken over this person, or I'm so sad over what they're going through, or we've got the wrong rules in place now. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. And then we can give ourselves, we even think, I'm just going to spend a night crying for a wee while. I've got peace for myself here, so I'm going to spend the time thinking all the sad things. And I almost think that's paying homage to the situations and remembering the people involved and all that kind of thing. Crying and wailing.
And from what you've said about vibrations, that must be really damaging
for
to
you.
the self.
Yeah.
And then even to the other
whoever
souls
you're sending it to, because what happens is you pull down your whole body system, your whole health system. Everything gets pulled down through these sad vibrations. And people who are sad are not healthy. You just have to look around, people you know, or even yourself, and you'll see there's a lot of health problems start to arise. Maybe it takes till later in life for them to actually erode to that extent, but they will. Will become unhealthy, and it may even be life-threatening. So sadness and heavy vibrations are absolutely not the way to go from now on. Raise your vibrations.
So it seems to be really important to understand spiritual laws, just how things work, who I am, because otherwise I can't get out of that trap, because it's kind of it seems so natural to be sad about things that happen, or it's quite an interesting switch to start to look at how could I see things differently so that I don't get sad about everything that happens.
Because we think we're being sympathetic, we think we're being kindly, we think we're being helpful, we think we're being supportive when we're being sad along with someone, or sad because there's something bad's happened to them. But instead you can have a different way. You can be uplifting, not casually uplifting and being silly, light-hearted when they're totally upset, but encouraging and quietly and steadily being there for them in a cool, calm, steady, supportive way. Yeah? Yeah.
So having a high vibration is not flippant, but it's compassionate.
It's compassionate, that's a good word. Yeah, it's kind and compassionate and there for them.
That's lovely.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, beautiful.
I think that we'll do some meditation. Okay, we're going to sit quietly with our eyes open, and we're going to focus in the center of our forehead. I'm the point of light, the energy in the center of the forehead. I am the living life. I have all beautiful energies within myself. I have forgotten about those energies. Raja Yoga reminds me that I have all those beautiful qualities within I, the soul. My original qualities are purest energy, peaceful energy, loving, kindly, friendly, light-hearted, enthusiastic, smiling, helpful energy. I am the soul. I have those energies. I simply have to begin to use those energies again in my life and to interact with others using those beautiful energies. Without peace, I can struggle to create positive thoughts and create beautiful feelings. And my highest energy would be peace. That this is the power I need to raise my vibration. And if I can think of the divine, the most beautiful energy, the one above, the one who is the ocean of peace, I can feel myself uplifted. And if I continue to practice looking at those beautiful energies, not only will I be very, very helpful to myself, but I will be very useful to those around me, but also to all souls in the world. Because energy goes out into the world. And if my energies are uplifting, and some parts of the world are very dark at this point of time, if I can uplift myself, I can help touch the hearts of every soul on the planet. I am a soul, a being of light and love and peace. And I encourage myself to develop a pure, loving attitude for all souls and energy and matter on this planet. I am light, a being of peace, a child of the One above.